Therapy Thursday is where we get it in with Dr. Davy, with Meredith MD, with Orlando BGYN, and we talk it out and we work it out. Whatever it can be on your mind, we tend to try and help you. It is part of our community service, but we also like to help the people. So if you have a question, you can hit us 888-429-0941, whether it's a text or a call. So, maybe some people don't want their voices out there if it's more serious or whatever. We can get at it. So who's first?
I have one that recently came in that says, what does it mean when a female says that she wants to find herself? We've been together for 18 years and we have 3 kids.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, let's see. Let's get the clock. I think
she's seeing somebody else.
If find yourself means that you have sacrificed part of yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody else, but it does mean that those people who are like, oh, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. No, I'll be fine. Those I'll be fines, they stack up. And it creates buildup. And then you end up having to find yourself after some long lifetime of being with somebody. And they're like, what do you mean find yourself? You've been here. But they've been slowly, deteriorating who they are.
Could be.
To try and, live in this collective.
Could be. Could also
be.
Or
they could be cheating.
That the
easy route is you cheat.
Right. Easily. I mean, that's just what I see right here. She met somebody and she wants to go find herself with some other man.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
People find themselves and stay home.
Yeah, that could happen. And get divorced because they want to eventually see themselves in a different, apartment, a different relationship.
So you're breaking up a happy home today?
I would say you need to be aware.
First message.
I'm not breaking up anything.
A happy home.
Don't put your blinders on. That's why they're coming to us and asking for this information.
All right. Let's see here. 888-429-0941. This comes out of the 941. Says, I have a 7-year-old that has asked me a question I thought I should save for Therapy Thursday. My question is, what is love? That's what my 7-year-old asked me. I didn't know what to say, so I figured I would ask the doctors.
My mom used to make me open up the dictionary whenever.
What is love? Dr. Davy, Meredith MD. What is it? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Okay, we can't do that. All right, so the message came out of the 941, said they want to know, their 7-year-old wants to know what is love, and they saved the question for Therapy Thursday.
Oh, wow.
When you would do anything and everything.
Wait, this is your definition? I want to make sure I'm paying attention.
It might not. I mean, this is just off the top of my head right now. When you would do anything and everything for somebody.
It's a 7-year-old.
Yeah. No. When you would, that's when you want to be with one person. What? There's 7. You gotta speak to a 7-year-old in that language.
They don't know about person.
What? That's love.
They love peanut butter and jelly. Explain to me what love is.
Wow. Love is when someone's happiness comes ahead of your own.
Y'all suck.
Damn.
I mean, this is an answer for a 7-year-old.
Take it. Run it.
Yeah, then you go.
You ever wanted to hug something so tight because you loved it so much that you might kill it?
What?
Like, oh, I love this puppy. Oh, I love this sandwich. It's just a feeling that comes over you.
Okay, yeah, it's the closeness.
It makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what love is.
It's an emotion. we really suck, all 3 of us, I think so.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, what is love? Love is something that we all have inside us, and it takes something very special to bring it out.
A true, lasting affection.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer right there.
Something mixed between the 3 of us.
That is the vision of the kilt. I just want you to know.
This is why you have a Webster dictionary in the household. That way you don't get stuck with this.
You don't always want to give the kid like a Webster's dictionary. You want to say, if a kid says, Mommy, what is love? You kind of want to give them let me explain it to you. It's like you could love is inside you, and you give it to certain things that deserve it. So whether it's your teddy bear, whether it's that good sandwich you like when I make you with the toasted bread
That's not love.
Like, that is love. You ain't never had a person say, I love your cooking, mama.
Yeah, but
I love the way you make that pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's love.
All right.
All right. We got somebody who's in the 813 that's going through a separation. Oh, well, we got a phone call first.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do the phone call. All right, we'll do line 2, and it is a no name with a question for Dr. Davy.
Ooh.
Hell, you got a question for Davy? You got him on the line. Hello?
Oh, man, they dropped
They
that.
got cold
They
feet.
done hung up and got cold feet.
Okay,
You
well
can
the
call
one
back.
the one you were about to read says, "I'm going through a separation. It's been less than 3 months, and my husband has moved on with a new relationship. He wants to introduce our son to his new lady. I'm feeling hurt. Is this appropriate? Because I feel like he is snowballing this, and while me, and my son are hurting, his dad is living his best life and being disrespectful. Am I wrong for feeling this way?"
Absolutely inappropriate. 100%. That's way too soon. You guys have to be on the same page because you're going to be dating somebody eventually, and maybe he's going to feel this way later on down the line.
I think the only thing that's wrong is if you guys wanted to break up, you should have just broke up. Like, if he wanted to break up with you, he should have broke up. I know he's trying to do, like, the purgatory thing by doing, like, a separation first. But if you're going to separate and then start going out with other people and living a separate life, then basically you've made a decision. So y'all should probably, like decide.
Dissolve the marriage.
And dissolve it or whatever. If it's gone, it's gone. You can't really get, like, you can get it back if they come some come to Jesus meeting or whatever, like, where it's like, oh, my God, I was wrong. But it don't sound like he thinks he's wrong. Sounds like he's living.
He's thinking with his thing downstairs is what it is.
Okay, so what's the point where it's okay for him to introduce the son to the new?
That has to be agreed upon with the parents.
Honestly, that doesn't have to be agreed upon, but I mean, it would if it's gonna be clean, then it would. But there are parents out there who are very comfortable bringing people around each other.
A new person.
They are, and I'm shocked when I see it, and I'm like, yo, because I could never. But there are people out there who believe that, yo, happiness comes with you meeting my entire household as opposed to just sneaking around with one person. So there are people with different belief systems there. I just don't think that he's interested in your part in this, so he's trying to run and do other things to try and negate you. So if he's done with you, separate you from, I think my advice would be separate you from your kid. Explain to him that you could leave me, but you can't leave your kid, and you don't want to be parading people around with your kid, because think about it this way. You might not make it with this girl. So the next girl you bring around, now that's 2 people you've introduced the child to, and then a third person you end up dating 6 months from now. So do you want to really look loose in front of your child, like, and look disrespectful to his mom? Why don't you wait until they deserve to come around? So have that conversation with him, but eliminate yourself because when you asked the question, you said me and my child. So separate you and your child from him. Maybe he can get some respect for your kid at least.
Yeah, big time.
You're done.
That's good.
What up? Good morning, Orlando.
Good morning. Meredith MD is here for your question. What you got?
Yeah, so I heard y'all say earlier, men, or Meredith say men think with, their penis. I wonder, do women ever think with they, private?
Do women ever? Okay, Meredith, you threw out there that men think with their wrong minds.
Yes, that happens.
Do you think that ladies out there are thinking with their crotchal regions as well?
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
This has happened to me. I've been thinking with the wrong body part many a times in my life, but you have to make sure that your brain takes over and making the right decisions, because it's a hormonal thing. I mean, you could be, and specifically speaking about myself, I was about to make a bad decision and about to be with somebody I shouldn't have been with. And right before that was about to happen, I made the right decision. And I still look back at that time often and I go, wow, okay, I'm happy that I didn't fall into that trap. So you just have to catch yourself before you make these wrong decisions. It's hormonal.
You was about to cheat.
Yeah,
no, not cheat.
She's about to have a baby. He was trying to put a baby on that thing. That's what it was.
This was before. Yeah.
Now, Fred, let me ask you, has thinking with your wrong head ever led you to a right type of situation?
I wouldn't say right situation, but I made a baby out of it, so I mean.
All right. Well, a blessing came from a little action.
Right,
I got you. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. Davy, you ever had a right thing happen after making the wrong decision with the wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gone. There's been situations that went a lot better than I even expected them to.
Yeah.
And sometimes you make a friend.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Davy's made a friend. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another call coming in here. Denise is on the line. Hey, Denise, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. You got Dr. Davy, and your question is what?
So I have 3 young sons who are 5, 4, and 3. Every morning they wake up and I get them ready for school. They wonder why their stuff is growing bigger. So I don't know how to explain to my three, sons what's going on.
Aw. Both of you are very quiet.
Now, okay,
awkward.
we want to make sure that we get the information right before Dr. Davy dives in.
Oh man.
Now, do they mean bigger as they're growing, or they mean just in the morning?
I'm talking about in the morning.
Okay, in the morning. All right, there you go. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure he was clear. Go on,
man.
get him, Doc.
Oh man, this is hard.
Get him, Doc.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It's hard.
It's hard.
this is difficult. This is something that they're gonna be dealing with for a while. It's part of being a male, part of being a boy. You just explain to them. That's how. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He has no
Okay,
kids.
Explain to them that's how it works.
Here's
They're so young,
here's what you do,
so it's
Denise.
hard.
Please help me.
Denise, explain to them that when you wake up, what's the first thing you have to do? You have to use the bathroom. So you got to think about it. You boys have a different way of using the bathroom than like ladies and girls do. Ladies that you see your sisters or your cousins, they sit down, you guys stand up. So when you have to wake up and have to go to the bathroom, that's a lot of pressure. Add to that when you're sleeping, your blood flow goes to that as well. That's just a part of you growing up and becoming a bigger boy.
It's normal.
It's very normal. It's just bigger boys have this kind of issue, and it gets more and more pronounced as you grow up. So this means you're becoming a big boy.
Yeah, it's just your body. It's
So
all natural.
what you want to do is just make sure they're not scared of it. Like they're not scared. There's nothing
Oh,
wrong.
they're not scared of it at all. They actually
You know how boys are.
They jiggle their stuff around the house all the time.
Okay, well,
we still do that.
We're probably gonna have to have them have a conversation about that. Like, but that's a different therapy session. All right, Denise.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She got a ting ting.
Hey, I appreciate the
ting
assist.
ting.
I appreciate the help with that one.
He was.
Yeah, I didn't know where to go.
Davy doesn't see that as a problem.
Yeah,
That's
Davy's
why.
like, what's wrong with the helicopter
This
trick?
is a good thing.
If I'm 5 and I'm doing the helicopter, ain't nothing wrong with it. Joe, what's going on?
Orlando, sorry, I was in a drive-through getting my glove on. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I had to substitute the sausage for the bacon, man.
You gotta do it.
Good morning, y'all.
Gotta do it.
morning.
Good morning.
I usually call y'all on like a funny thing when y'all grab my attention. I just have to, use my skills or whatever. Well, I heard this Therapy Thursday thing. I've heard it for, decades. Y'all been doing it. I say, and I never really call because I don't really think I need therapy. But right now, Orlando, I need you, boy.
Okay. All right. What we got?
Listen. This is what it is, man. Like so I got one daughter, one and done. Went to the doctor, made sure. Well, when she was young, it was daddy this and so much love and close, and everybody was like, man, listen, man, love that up now because that's going to change. I was like, whatever. Loved it up, daddy, you're the best, I'll get you whatever you want when you come to daddy's house, crew. Her mother lives in North Florida, so I take a 2.5-hour ride when I go get her every other weekend.
Okay.
So it's not like I could just go across town to the mailbox and say, hey, how you doing on a Wednesday night? Well, now the phone calls and the texts, because we got phones now that we're 12, almost 13 years old, turning on 33. The texts don't come as much, and Daddy, I want to stay home with Kate and practice volleyball, so I'm missing a weekend, and that whole thing everybody was saying, that like separation type thing, it's happening. It's happening. And because she's turning a teen, and she's turning into a woman, and I understand all that. And I know, you got little ones, little women. I don't just think they're as old. I don't know how old your kids are, but man, let me just. Boy, I don't know if you're going through it.
I understand, and I mean, I've had some friends talk about it, and I haven't gone through it yet, but it's gonna happen. What I will say, and I mean, honestly, because it is a painful thing to feel. I was talking to Cletus T. Judd about it yesterday. And he was saying that he moved from here on radio to go home for his daughter, and now that she's grown up and as a teen, she doesn't and she isn't running to daddy as much.
Yeah.
And he's kind of hurt, and he's really hurt about it. So we just freshly had that conversation. What I will say is everything that you did when the people were telling you soak it up now. Yeah. It wasn't just you enjoying that because it was going to be short lived. That was you investing in the relationship that you have with her. Now, she's growing because she's learning a little bit more as being a teen. She's, on teams now. She's got friends now and stuff like that. So her circle is growing, but those seeds that you planted are important, dog. And you got to make sure that she understands that love you gave her at the beginning and that what you built with is still there and then some, because she's going to need it as she comes back. With that boy she wants to spend time with, he's gonna do something wrong. I'm just telling you that. We all got to admit it, because we all gonna have it. There's gonna be a boy at some point that my daughter's gonna want to spend time with before me. But when he hurts her, she's gonna come back to me. When that best friend that she wants to hang with and do volleyball with, gets rid of her because she don't have the right clothes, she's gonna get love from daddy. So those seeds that you set are very important. Don't make her feel guilty about wanting to be a teen. Let her be there for her as you can, and as she will allow you. And when she needs you, absolutely be there. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday wasn't my day. My daughter left dance stuff at my house. I went to the house and got it for her and took it to her at dance school. She needed me. I was there. It wasn't my day to be there, but when your kid needs you, you're there. You know what I'm saying? So I think you've done the right thing.
Let me tell you something, boy. You just made me smile a little bit, and I want to tell you, I think this whole therapy thing, you might need to go take some classes, boy. You're good at it, boy. I appreciate it, man. Y'all enjoy the day. You're right. What I put in the beginning will come out in the end.
Yes.
Man. You're right, man.
Absolutely. You definitely doing it the right way, Joe. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man. And I can't take power for it. It's really the knowledge of the kilt.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's the power of the kilt.
It's the power of the kilt.
Oh, can I read one more real quick? I know we're running over it.
Go ahead.
Okay, at the 813, it says, okay, so many moons ago, upward of 15 years, I called into the freak show and I spoke to the star goddess.
Man.
I was going through a divorce at the time, and after having the conversation with the star goddess, she told me that Orlando would be perfect for me based on my birthday.
Oh my God.
I sometimes think about this in the car while listening to the freak show, and I can't get over the fact that Orlando and I may be perfect for each other even though we've never met. Years later, he's single, I'm single. What do I do?
Oh my God! Therapy. Listen, I'm gonna help you right here, right now.
You gonna help with this?
You text us your name, honey. Send us a picture.
A recent picture.
Wait.
I'm on your side. I'm in your corner.
This feels like a very terrible therapy
We
session.
need a multi-pronged attack.
Yes.
I want you to call, text, slide
That's right.
in that
Slide
DM,
on in.
Facebook, Instagram,
Send us your
Snapchat.
IG. That's
A
right.
funny tweet goes a long way too.
I think what they're trying to tell you is that the star goddess might be saying that somebody who shares my zodiac or has my type of persona would be the person for you.
I don't think that's what she
Not
said.
necessarily
That's not what happened.
me.
She said you
I
in
think she was
particular.
speaking in generalities or whatever. I think that's what it was. I would be offended that Davy said, I need a current picture. I don't know what that was. I mean, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know if you know. But I think he was trying to call you some sort of charlatan or something like that. That's not
Orlando and the Freak Show.
I'm offended. All right, let's just say that this Therapy Thursday session has been a success.